common denominator.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Let's talk about something important. Put that coffee down.
I'm not here to waste your time.
Everyone has access to the information. We just know how to analyze it better.
Where else you gonna have this much fun?
You the man.
Todd Father.
Show me the money.
What I've been doing. Had to triple my bag. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Yeah. Had to triple my bag.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's no trick to make a lot of money. All you want is to make a lot of money.
Hello, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another live episode of Learn Crypto. My name is Nick Hellman.
I'm Todd Butterfield.
We're back in action, live once again. Obviously, I was out of town at the Bitcoin Ben, world's largest crypto meetup. It was a good time. I was representing RPD, Rapids Network down there. And for that, let's make sure to hit the like, share, and subscribe button and leave a comment in the comment section below with your Rapids RPD wallet address or your Telegram handle if you are in their Telegram tip bot, and we will be giving away an additional 10,000 RPD to one of you lucky viewers. What do you got going on today, Todd?
Johnny Cool says EOS going to break 710.
Holy cow, let's go for it. We do have an a higher price target in Satoshi value over in Discord. I think 710 would surpass that sat target unless Bitcoin started ripping and roaring towards 55 to 6,000. We're going to talk about CZ from Binance and the comments that he just said about him being a mega bull, and some breaking news just launched about Coinbase launching a crypto debit card that any of us can use. Also, the first 1,000 people that sign up get to waive the $6 charge for the card and get it absolutely free. So we'll probably do that as the first news article. So hopefully while you guys are watching, you can go get your Coinbase credit card for free, because you heard it here first at Learn Crypto. Any last things before we get going, Todd?
No.
You probably noticed this XRP here and the XRP on the rocket ship, the Learn Crypto rocket ship over there. No, I'm not looking to shill XRP because I just loaded my bag. That thing has been lulling us all to sleep, so historically it is ready to explode. But that is because Brandon Fuller, if you are watching, gave out not one, not two, but 4 super chats last show. And he said that XRP is king. So think of this as an XRP sponsored event by Brandon Fuller. If you guys have any cryptocurrencies that you love and you give us a few super chats and you mention them, we'll go ahead and throw it up here for a show or two and let you kind of sponsor or shill your own bag here on Learn Crypto.
What up, Dustin?
Let's see what we got going on the coin market cap. $182.9 billion. Holy moly, I go away for a weekend and things are looking great. I know Ethereum Classic blew up to like $14. It is retracing currently, and I'm looking for a slightly lower level around $6 to pick back up the Ethereum Classic, but that was a crazy move there on not very much news. A little bit of news of an upcoming hard fork, but that's about it. Bitcoin, 5.3, up 2%. Ethereum, slightly green. We're seeing slight green across the board. EOS is actually the strongest in the top 10, up 5%, with Cardano up 7%. Cardano remaining strong. There is the IOHK Summit coming up very soon, I think in 4 or 5 days. We've been talking about this off the lows. It is already up something like 100 or 200% since, well, probably about 100% off the lows since we said to start accumulating on here for the future perspective of staking ADA, along with Charles Hoskinson hinting at a couple major announcements coming out in the IOHK Summit here in 5 days. As far as biggest winners for the day, we got Lambda up 53%, Repo up 43%, and Crypto.com chain up 25.7%. No real major players that we trade are up here doing extra good. We do have KuCoin shares up 7% and Cardano along with EOS up 7% as well. So those are the only 2 out of these top winners that we really talk about a trade. That's unusual here at Learn Crypto. Well, let's toss it over to Todd Butterfield, the president of Wyckoff SMI, for him to go ahead and do some technical analysis. I know that is what you guys want. We saw a series of red candles there. Some of you guys in Discord were getting a little scared, but we said zoom out. Let's look at the 6 hour. Let's look at the daily. And things are actually continuing to look quite well. What do you think, Todd?
No complaints. I mean, we've been trying to call this a fourth wave triangle on Bitcoin up here. So this is the 3, and a couple of fit and starts. We did go to new highs today at 5,400, quick break to 5,200. But now we're here at 5,300. So I still like the action. If you throw on the Elliott wave, again, we're trying to call some type of triangle here. This is kind of funky. Hard to call that a triangle. Sometimes I go to like Litecoin. That's been easier for me to call. I mentioned this in the Patreon, and also I think I threw it on Twitter, that that rally today could have been a D wave. I mentioned that before it broke, that if it didn't ignite, it could be the D of the triangle, and that's what it looks like now with the sell-off we had. So if this is the case, I look for a little more sideways in Litecoin. Then let's see if Litecoin continue higher once again. If that's the case, then Bitcoin would lead the rally because Bitcoin's trading actually better than Litecoin now. And Litecoin has had the shorts come off. I'd mentioned the other day that might make it a little bit tougher to trade. And you can see here, let's zoom out to the 4-hour. And I mean, the shorts have came off quite a bit. We're still at levels that support higher prices. You can see here, that was around 42. That still ignited higher. So they've came off dramatically, but they still can support rally. So once again, I think we're doing a triangle. We got to still spike higher in Litecoin, and hopefully Bitcoin leads it. I know on NEO, I gave a little buy on that up here at 1233 or so, 1231. I can show that later. We had another divergence. Same type of thing we had back here. Had it again where prices headed down, or volumes headed down, prices holding. Technometer got oversold. So that got up to 13, and then once again got slapped back down with the sell-off in Bitcoin. So I still like NEO here. Ethereum looks good. While we were gone, Classic blew up. Did an $8? $8.20 actually.
On Coinbase, it had a wick up to $14.
Whoa, I didn't see that. So I would think that one can hold in here and also work higher. So let's send it back to Nick, and we'll go over some more when we come back.
Sweet. Yeah, so if you guys want to be throwing out some charts you want Todd to look at, I already see some in here, VET, EOS, and others. Throw them in there, and Todd will look at them when we go back around. For now, let's go through the chat box. The normal names are in here, but I'm also seeing Tim Ferguson. Haven't seen you in a while. Tag McFadden is back. Dustin Nelson. Hey, shout out to Dustin Nelson. Good to meet you in person over the weekend and hang out with you. On top of that, thanks for making some of these. I don't have them with me. I'm bringing them next show. He actually has this wood laser engraver that he made some Bitcoin, Rapids, Litecoin, little like display wooden tags. Todd, I have one for you as well. I wasn't going to give that to you. I was probably just going to give it away. Maybe I'll sell it to you. I'll tell you I paid him $20 for it.
Nice.
But he's going to be working on some of those, and he might be able to have some for sale or some bigger ones. Also, since he gave me extras, maybe we'll use those for some giveaways for Patreon members as well, to kind of give something physical away rather than all this digital currency we give away. Shout out to the Crypto Fox. What is going on? Welcome to the channel. This is the first time I recognize your name in the live show, so hopefully you guys can continue to tune in live. And if you don't already know, go to the YouTube homepage, check out our recorded videos. We have interviews with John McAfee, Charles Hoskinson, Thomas Lee. The list goes on and on. We also have reviews, technical analysis recordings. So watch those recorded videos. A lot of great information there. And a lot of the trades and stuff, a lot of the buys at low levels come from those interviews because they give hints to stuff that really isn't public. If you listen closely, you can pick up on that information and take advantage of that as well. Let's go ahead and go over this Coinbase article, and then we'll do our RPD giveaway for the show. 10,000 RPD going into one of your wallets. Coinbase launches crypto Visa debit card for UK and EU customers. This is breaking news. It popped up as we were getting ready for the live show, hence why it is not in the thumbnail and in the title. So make sure to pay attention because you guys could get a free debit card if you hurry up and take advantage. First 1,000 customers get it for free. Cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase has launched a Visa debit card allowing customers in the UK and EU to spend their cryptocurrencies directly from their Coinbase accounts. The San Francisco-based firm announced the news in a blog post on Wednesday, that is today, about an hour ago, saying that with the Coinbase card, not a very creative name, but it's easy to remember, customers will be able to spend their Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and other cryptocurrencies as effortlessly as the money in their bank. The card supports all crypto assets available to buy and sell on the Coinbase platform. That would be Coinbase.com platform. This is why it is important to make the jump from Coinbase Pro to Coinbase.com. The cryptos on Coinbase.com are going to have institutional exposure from the Coinbase custody, and now they're going to have even more retail exposure from this Coinbase card. And customers can use them to pay for everyday purchases, such as a meal or booking tickets, according to the announcement. With previously available products of this type, customers did have to preload wow, I almost just messed that word up. Specified amount of cryptocurrency onto the card in order to spend. So you used to have to all right, I'm going to load this debit card up with $100 worth of Bitcoin, and then you're trying to do mental math of how much is left on there, because we all know how embarrassing it would be to go to swipe and buy your sneakers, and then it get declined. Well, now, as long as you have cryptocurrencies on your account, you can spend it all. This might be dangerous if you guys are addicted to shopping, because you might wake up to go try to take one of the trades me and Todd talk about here on YouTube or our Patreon and not have any Litecoin to trade. So be careful if you do hook this up to your Coinbase account.
And that article Kerry just said is on the blog at Learn Crypto.
LearnCrypto.io. Fully updated blog, cryptocurrency trading course, links to all where you can find us on Twitter, YouTube, and so much more. The headquarters to all this is learncrypto.io. Pull it up, leave a tab up, save it. That's what we like to see. So for the first 1,000 customers, that could be you guys watching right now, Coinbase said it will waive the card issuance fee, which is $4.95 or about $6.48. So get over there, try to get your card if you're in the UK or EU. First 1,000, get that card for absolutely free. Link it up to your Coinbase account. Maybe you don't want to use it all the time, but hey, you run low on cash or your credit card's just not working. Pull it out, spend some of that Bitcoin, because mass adoption and utilization of these networks is really what is going to drive price appreciation in the end. Me personally, if I have this card, what I would do is I would go to a restaurant, nice restaurant, get a nice wine dinner, spend $100, $120, and then immediately go home and use money from my bank account to then rebuy or dollar cost average for the same amount back into Bitcoin. Therefore, I got all my Bitcoin back, but I'm starting to show the use case of these cryptocurrencies moving forward.
What up, Taj? What up, Dennis? Trent Richards?
All right, before I toss it back to Todd, let's do the giveaway. This is from our last live show, Bitcoin Moonshot over, and is Cryptopia keeping funds? A lot of the information in this is still relevant, and you can see where Todd is getting the counts that we see on the long-term vision of his charts. So we're going to go ahead and click on this. And the winner is... Moment of truth. Okay, well, that winner does not have a Twitter handle or an RPD address. So, unfortunately, Marcos, you missed out on 10,000 RPD. Follow instruction, guys, if you want to win free cryptos. And this gives another chance to you. There it is. Man, these names are always so hard to read. Thanara DePaula. Rapids, the best crypto for masternodes and proof of stake. We are all Rapids. Shout out to you. I will be sending you 10,000 RPD on the Twitter or the Telegram RPD tip. All right, Todd, you're on. While I'm sending that, you do some charts, you do some comment section, and let's keep this thing rolling.
Here's a 5-minute chart from the software showing price and volume on Bitcoin USD. I throw this up just to show that there's real no sell divergences. The last high we just made, this didn't really eke out a high, but that's not really that concerning. And then we've also got this one here is a little bit more Bitcoin USDT. You can see new high volume didn't go, but I think this is probably going to be more appropriate when volume hits a new low here and price is still holding. So I'm still friendly on that. Here's Bitcoin USD on the technometer on the daily. We're at 46.9. Definitely not, not above 50, not a big scare. If that was 50, 52, I'd probably be more tempted to say that maybe we're making a high here. So I still think we're going to work higher. So I want to show Litecoin here. Here's Litecoin USDT. You can see volume's been in a pretty good downtrend while price holds, which makes me think more that that's a triangle. So I still like the look there. And then especially Litecoin USD on the daily, you can see technometer at 41. 38 was these previous buys. So 41 here, I mean, a little bit lower, we'd get that number down to a closer buy. So I think Litecoin USD looks good. And there's the intraday. Once again, volume's been coming down, price holding, so that still looks good. So I think Litecoin still looks good here. And there's Litecoin USDT on the daily, technometer 42. So, and that really goes back to most oversold versus back here around this 59 level. So definitely allows further strength on Litecoin to me. There's NEO. That's why it's friendly on NEO back here yesterday, because you had volume collapse while price is still holding. I like the looks of that. The technometer is 45, and actually on NEO USDT it was 39. So that made me a little friendly NEO yesterday. What's really right around these levels. It did have the good rally today and now back down. So I still like that. Let's go over EOS real quick for Johnny and a few people. We've got EOS USD. I've been showing this Elliott wave count. I was looking for 5 waves up. Mentioned a $6 objective. We did reach that here. Now I think we've done another triangle. The 5 could have ended just a little bit ago. So you got to be careful here, I think. But with the strength here, I really think, I don't want to get too caught up on Elliott wave, because we had good buys here off of Wyckoff, and I don't have anything saying differently. So I think EOS could still maybe subdivide still higher. So what else we want to go over? I mean, quickly, BAT looks good still. You can't be bearish some of these charts. I mean, that would just keep subdividing higher. Once again, looks like a triangle. BNB continue to look good. KMD, I mentioned a buy a while back. KMD falling off a little bit here today. ICX is one that we liked. Very good Wyckoff markings on this chart. We did give a buy down here at this 0.305, 0.31 level. So that one would be nice to dig in here and continue higher. So let's show one more. Theta I mentioned on here. Let's show that chart. That one still looked halfway decent. USD. Did that because we had the nice 5 waves up. The third wave subdivided into its own 5 waves. I was looking for a spring down here below 11 cents, and I think that was it there. So I think this one could hold in and still work higher.
Awesome. We got plenty of community questions. This time of the show, we do go to the chat box. So let's see what we got going up. A lot of banter going back and forth. Nice to see you in here. Josiah Spackman from Digibyte says, just checking in. With that, I did go to that event. Digibyte was represented quite well, so they did you well. I know, Josiah, I was begging you to come up there. You got to make the trip next time. We had some people from Rapids make it from UK, so you could have hopped on a plane from New Zealand and came down. But Digibyte was represented pretty well. Found itself on social media. Even though the price in Satoshis continues quite lower, I think there is heavy support around 240 sats. So that's where I continue to say, if you have extra Satoshis, keep loading that DGB bag. I think we're at 260 sats right now. Heavy support around 240. Keep an eye on that. Steve-O says, Nick, can you explain to us how the ROI works with Rapids? The percentage is quite high. Essentially, 66% of the block reward go to masternodes, 33% of the block reward go to stakers. Right now, it is working on a 4-year halving cycle like Bitcoin, Litecoin, and others. And I believe right now with the number of masternodes on the network, you get something like 65% ROI, and staking is up there as well, around 50% ROI if you're using solo staking, and probably a little bit lower if you're using a staking pool. If you guys like passive income, it is a brand new project, so it does have a high risk profile. But if you check out my Twitter and Rapids Twitter, we were represented at the event over the weekend. Real people working on a real project being invested on by real users. So take a look, get the passive income flowing on Rapids, Zen, Dash, some of these other masternode cryptocurrencies. It's really gotten myself and a lot of our Patreon members through this bear market, as you can get cryptocurrencies each and every day. Trent Richardson is in here. We still need to pop on a Zoom call, my friend, discuss what is going on in the crypto ecosystem and some of your masternodes. Make sure you're all happy and ready to go. Taj says, for BTC decision making on a rising wedge, if break above that 5,800, or otherwise we're likely to go back to $4,600. Do you agree with that, Todd?
Hold on, I was bringing up some stock charts. What was that call?
For BTC decision making on a rising wedge, if we break above 5,800, likely. Otherwise, we're going back to 4,600.
I mean, a move to 4,600 somewhere here probably could make sense. I don't think right here, right now, but yeah, I think that's support on any sell-off.
And then Josiah wants you to look at DGB BTC, and then Cameron Work wants you to look at XLM USD. If you want to write those down, Josiah. He might have a different story, but I believe that 240 sats is pretty inevitable for DGB. We're right above that, but I think that is heavy support and been a big inflection point historically for DigiByte as well. On the rise, I did have a sell order, unfortunately. I know you don't like to hear that, Josiah. At 445 sats, we came just short of that, having a massive rally up to around 425 Satoshis. So I've been writing this down and just accumulating with the spare change that I get from my miners around the house. And then last community question before we pop back into the charts and into the news. Dominique Burry says, oh, by the way, can you give us an update on the development of your charting software for the crypto space? That's you, Todd.
I mean, it's working correctly for myself. A lot of smaller coins were having issues. So we've got an expensive upgrade being worked on now. And I would hope when that happens, I'm ready to go. But we're using it ourselves. That's how I'm getting the calls on Litecoin, Bitcoin, Neo, and some of these. Just not ready for subscribers.
Perfect. You want to take it for some news and some more charts, or you want me to do news? Or what
Let me talk about some stocks real quick. Taj, you let me brag about this one. If anybody remembers, this is Avita Medical down here
Show me the
about
money.
this time.
Oh, breaking news.
What up?
Oh my gosh. Brandon Fuller,
Back.
the sponsor of this show. Here you go, Brandon. You got your XRP right here. You got your XRP on the Learn Crypto Rocket Ship from the last live show, giving us super chats. Well, you just gave us another one. So if you want XRP for another day, if that is your wish, if that is your demand, we will have XRP up here once again. And then also talking about XRP, I did meet an individual named Bob who used to work for Ripple Labs. I'll pull up a tweet here after Todd goes over some charts. You know, had a high-level conversation with him about XRP and Rapids. And, you know, he swayed me a little bit more in favor of XRP. For those of you who know that I've kind of been on the fringe with XRP and prefer XLM. Had a pretty high-level conversation of what the future is for XRP and another secret project that he is working on. So I'll stay in touch with him. Maybe he'll let me in on a little of this info of this new secret project, and us here at Learn Crypto can be some of the early adopters and get involved in that very soon. You know, he did work for a long time with Ripple Labs, so I'm sure it's going to find some success.
And Brandon's wife is saying,
Whoa, easy does it.
quit giving away all that money. All right, let's go back
Really
to my
appreciate
chart.
it, man.
I gave this to everybody. I said I had friends in the burn department at a hospital saying that their product was unbelievable. That thing came down at the end of the year around $1.10 and just touched over $7. That was when I said buy and hold. So I would still say buy and hold. It had a big run up here on big volume. You're going to expect this, I would think, sideways, and then probably still higher. He also, Taj wanted to look at Riot Blockchain, I believe is the name of that one. And looks like a triangle here forming above previous resistance. So I would think that one's ready to rock and roll. And then we got MARA. Had a big day today. Not much to say, big volume. You can see that it was good buy volume the last 3 days. It is extremely overbought, which means nothing on a move like that. So I would say that's a jump across the creek, and I'd buy any pullback. And then I'm going to go, I did give a sell today on UUP. I didn't like the early action, so I did get short this one. Technometer is major overbought, which I was waiting on. You can see here that on the OP, volume went to new highs yesterday, and price has not, so I think this is probably distribution. and that's why I got short that today. I'm long GDX. I gave a buy on that last Thursday, I think, on this day. And not at the lows. I gave it after we'd done the quick reversal. Today we were up earlier and then fall off, but I think I still like the way the metals came off of this low. I think that's a good spring there here. We could test it here for a day or two, but I would expect us to go higher. And what else? I guess you can take it back and I'll go over a few small coins when it comes back.
We'll go over a little bit of news, but you guys didn't know I was at the event. The Bitcoin Ben event was really cool. Here's some pictures of the flight. They had a nice little setup so people can take pictures. And met a lot of good individuals. Here I am representing Rapids, talking to people from Digibyte, from HODL Fuel, from Coin Lotto, from Novius, from Litecoin. Lisa was there. Obviously, a lot of Bitcoin supporters. And XRP Army was out as well. So talked to a lot of individuals, and it was a really good time. Gave away a lot of Whopper crypto cards. If you were there, congratulations. A lot of the Whopper crypto cards had $10 on there. And you got to learn a little bit about masternodes, etc., etc. The only reason I wanted to look through these is because this is the individual from XRP that I did meet right here. This is Bob Way from Ripple. He actually worked for Ripple Labs, and he said he's got a little secret crypto project coming up. So, like I said, I'll try to get that to you guys. And, he swayed my mind a little bit, and it has me reevaluating my opinion of XRP and really what the value proposition is for XRP over some of the other more decentralized cryptocurrencies that we love, like Bitcoin, Litecoin, Digibyte, Vercoin, etc. Also, before I go to the news, yes, this is me. I was wearing the Bitcoin miner shirt, but I did get flagged, apparently, for gunpowder.
You look like a...
Yes, I had to... this was after I just had 20 people pat me down in front of everybody. All the people in the airport are looking at me like I'm trying to blow them up or something. It was terrible. And then they said, "Oh, sir, we got to take you in the back room." So you might see this right here. This is the size of a closet. They took me in there, closed the door with two big individuals for another pat down. So it was awkward,
Nice.
But hey, at least I didn't have to wait at my gate. As soon as it was over, by the time we got to the gate, hopped right on the plane. So, was it because of my Bitcoin shirt, or did they really find gunpowder on me? Who knows? Wasn't really much of a fun time, but TSA, shout out to you for doing your job.
And your girl get to watch?
There you go. Oh, she did.
got to
She's probably
watch?
getting turned on by that or something.
She likes to watch. What up, Clint Sykes?
In crypto we trust. Circle CEO pumps blockchain at IMF meeting. There's little doubt that digital payment tools, including Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency projects, are transforming the way consumers make transactions. However, even the best digital technologies will fail if users don't trust them. This was the resounding message at the International Monetary Fund's spring meeting held in Washington, D.C. today. IMF Managing Director Christine Lagarde noted that cash usage is on the decline in countries around the world. For example, in Sweden, a mere 13% of transactions were settled in cash last year. Now, if you like your privacy, that is not good. Because truly, the only private transactions that you do are with cash. If you do them with a credit card, they're tracked. Debit card, they're tracked. PayPal, they're tracked. And the list goes on and on. So that is not good for those of us who love our privacy. Maybe cryptocurrencies can fill that digital privacy void. Still make digital payments, but have more anonymity or pseudo-anonymous in the case of Bitcoin. Because I know I like my privacy of how I spend my cash freely. If I make it and I pay taxes on it, I should be able to spend it any way I deem fit. Consumers increasingly use their smartphones to make purchases with digital payment platforms, even if Bitcoin hasn't quite caught on as a payment instrument. Jeremy, co-founder and CEO of Crypto Unicorn Circle, used the panel as an opportunity to explain why cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin are such attractive assets, saying, "In crypto we trust," is an effective way of saying we believe in math, according to Allaire. He added that since it is rooted firmly in mathematics, cryptography is a secure means to build decentralized systems. In other words, it's trustworthy. You don't have to trust third parties anymore. You don't got to trust the government anymore. You don't got to trust the bank with their measly 0.025% interest anymore. You own your keys. You are your own bank. And like Josiah said, he's a major supporter of Digibyte, but if you want to hold it, great. If you want to sell it, great. Trade it, spend it, do whatever you want because it's yours. Quote, "With blockchain, we can put the information on the ledger so we can clear that this is a good actor and a good transaction immediately instead of waiting for confirmation for more traditional means. This is part of what we kind of talked about when I talked to the Ripple guy. Essentially now the international transactions are messed up and the little guys are who get hurt the most. If I want to send money to Japan, it's got to go through my bank, then through a third-party bank in Europe somewhere, and then get sent over to the Japanese bank. All of those are charging you
Show me the money.
and taking time between 3 to 5 business days. On top of that, then the individual over in Japan has to worry about slippage. That meaning the USD to Japanese yen or yuan or whatever it is over there drops, meaning he was supposed to get $50, but now it's only worth 45, depending on how the fiat currencies are being traded on any given time. That's really where XRP, XLM, or any cryptocurrency can get rid of that hassle. Direct peer-to-peer, trusting no one, no third-party fees, all instantly, all traced, and all trustless.
I'm ready to go over a few more coins here real quick. BCH, USD.
Hang on a sec. We got a $2 super chat. You should have slowed me down.
Thanks for that, too.
Antonio Lavarde, $2 super chat. Thanks for the updates. Shout out to you. Thanks for all the support. Guys, if you're going to give us a super chat, at least give us some questions or give us some coin that we got to, shill for the show. Promo something you like, a cryptocurrency you like. Give us some questions. We're here to help you guys. We appreciate the support. And, those super chats keep the lights on.
I think Brandon asked about the stock market. I still think the market probably, in general, sideways and then still higher. I'm looking for a correction here shorter term, but I think the U.S. stocks are still going to work higher with low interest rates. I'm still long TLT, which I'm going to show that real quick. We're still long this. Took a little bit of hit last
Show
week.
me the money.
Technometer's a little bit below neutral, but I think TLT will try to dig out of here again. So thank you, Johnny Cool, for $4.99. June is coming.
June is coming. That means you got to look at the EOS chart. Guys, there's been a lot of hints that major news and major updates to the staking and passive income elements of EOS are coming in June. Dan Larimer himself is the one kind of tipping these people off over in Telegram. Johnny and Cool, our local EOS expert, also believes that is going to be big for EOS as well. We did find entry around 9,000 sats, currently around 10 or 11,000. Or 110, 111,000. And we do have a higher price target that I'm not going to give out because I just gave it to the Patreon members today. But what do you think about the EOS chart here after you look at Bitcoin Cash for Johnny M. Cool's $4.99?
I mean, Bitcoin Cash, I had said some of these coins weren't acting well, but probably would come alive, and that's what BCH did. Obviously, it looks like a triangle up here, which is what we've been calling a lot of these markets. They need to get moving, though, because I hate to see triangles that the whole world's seeing. A lot of times triangles will sneak up on you. So, but this one still looks higher. Then we got, we'll go to Digibyte BTC, but as you know, I like Digibyte USD. I like to trade off USD pairs. It's easier for me. And I think this here could be, a sign of strength and last point of support. So it'd be nice for it to hold in here and then take out that 0.0165 high here. So Digibyte could be one of those that could pop on you when you're not looking, pop up. Let's go back to Digibyte BTC. And that one is not going to be as well. The same type of resistance line here is not as well. So again, I think it's still good here.
And that's one that I think, 240 historically, if you zoom out, has been pretty good support around those levels. Right. And really kind of inflected off those points several times. So I think if you like DGB, keep dollar cost averaging, and 240 maybe is an opportunity to really go heavy into that product.
And I'd like it really right here. So XLM USD, that one's still holding stronger. This is a lot of weakness down here into February. That could have been a C wave, as I've got marked Elliott wave. So that one would look good here if it'd hold on and then take out the 0.14 on the next rally higher.
Clint Sykes is in here, another individual from this channel that I did meet in person down at the Bitcoin Benz, world's largest crypto conference in Texas. Shout out to you. Hopefully you had a good time. Hopefully you got a lot of swag, and I know you picked up some Whopper cold storage cards for Rapids as well. So it was really good meeting you finally in person and talking to you. And you guys, if you ever are in St. Louis or around any of these crypto events and me and Todd are going, make it out there. It's good to finally shake these people's hands, see them in person, talk about cryptos, talk about non-cryptos, and of course, we got the hookup on some swag to give you as well to make the trip worthwhile.
Some swag. EOS has came back to this previous triangle we had back here at 550. So you'd expect a little bit of back and forth there. Once we chew through that, I think it'd probably be much clearer sailing. But I mentioned earlier, I mean, we have, if you're strictly on Elliott Wave, which I'm not, I use that really to confirm Wyckoff. I've been doing Elliott Wave for years. Used to talk to Richard Prechter for $50 a minute back in the 80s. So I know my Elliott Wave. And, but you know, this could expand, subdivide, et cetera. So I still like the way EOS acts, but definitely the risk up here is higher. Somewhere we're going to have an ABC correction. But I still think for right now it's higher because I still like Bitcoin.
Show me the money.
Back to 53.22. Everyone's throwing money.
Holy cow. Jet is in the building asking, do you think ETC will go back down to $4 again? Let's take a look at the ETC USD chart, Todd, and see what you got going on over there.
I'm not even going to look at that chart. It's not going down there.
I don't think it is either. I think we might have a little bit of a drop, but I was targeting somewhere around like $5.76 if we had some kind of sharp sell-off. But had some crazy price action on that pump to $8 on Binance and $14 on Coinbase. So something may be going on behind the scenes that we don't quite know about. But I do also know that confirmations are very high. I know some individuals were trying to send Ethereum Classic to Coinbase and others to sell it, and now the price has gone down. So it'll be interesting to see, since the price has gone down before the Ethereum Classic got there, if those individuals are still going to pull the trigger and sell at these higher levels here around $7, or if they're going to hold on looking for another explosive move higher. So that's the only kind of thing that has me wondering and maybe looking for one more downswing if some of those individuals are looking to sell some that they've been waiting to do for the past couple days.
If Bitcoin does, you know, falls to 4,600 somewhere here, which I'm not calling at the moment, but if it would, then I think Classic goes back to 575 support. That would be strong support on any pullback.
We're on the same page there.
I don't expect at the moment.
All right, guys. I said 575, not 576, so don't front run me.
There's Bitcoin USDT. We're back to 53.22. So, you know, pretty big wick down today. Lost $200, which I'm impressed now. We're trying to put it back together. So I still think we'll try to go higher.
Mark Lane wants you to take a look at TRX USD Tether. Tron. I did some interesting research on on-chain transactions, and Tron is up there in the top 10 for on-chain transactions. And you know I preach utilization of the network drives value of the underlying network, which does flow to the native cryptocurrency of the network. And Tron is in the top 10 for transactions. It's just not one I've ever really gotten behind. If you've been with us the past year, TRX is one that on this show we like to swing trade, but it's not really one of our long positions or bags that we hold on to too long.
I mean, I had showed this, you know what, I got a TRX. Hold on. So everyone don't think I'm bullshitting. Somewhere here. Because I posted on Patreon. I mean, this looked like an easy 5 waves up off the low. I had that marked. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ABC back down to previous support. So that was right here. So we've got a 1, 2, or we've got an AB. And I think we're going to subdivide higher and take out the 0.036 and see how that looks once we do that. Could be strong, or it could just be, this would be an A up, that'd be a B, and this would be a C. And then we'd be in trouble again. But for now, I would think that still goes higher.
Shout out to Claudio for subscribing. Let's hit that like button. Let's hit that subscribe button and leave that RPD wallet address or your Telegram handle if you're in the RPD tip bot in the comment section below for your chance to win 10,000 Rapids coins.
I mean, there's a Maker MKR USD, and that was Palm Beach, right?
We don't discuss those things.
I thought, well, yeah, okay. Yeah, so I would say that chart still would look higher as well. Definitely some weakness here after March 31st, but
that's one that I'm going to do a video probably on I don't know everybody's finances, but I'm going to do a preliminary video on what everybody needs to hold and a given amount based on what you need for staking, what you need for a masternode, what I think you need to hold. Like a prime example would be everybody should have 1 Bitcoin and then start dabbling more in altcoins if you can work your way up to that. I don't know your finances, but that's really what you should do. And I think Maker is going to make that list just from a lot of the information I've been given, also with maybe PBC kind of leading the way there. This is at a decent price here, and the technical analysis look pretty strong on it. So it's one of those that maybe you want to pick up at least one or half of one and kind of go.
Show me the money.
The ultimate governance token is how I would kind of explain it. Somebody wants you to look at Dragon Chain. I'm going to do one more news article before we pop over to Todd for some technical analysis to keep it fresh. We know some of you here for the TA, some are here for the FA and news, and some of you are here for everything. So we'll keep you all happy, and I'll hop back over to the news after we look at this super chat. Zachary Moore. Everyone needs to like and subscribe these sexy beasts. I sold BTC at 4,800. Is there going to be a price correction, or did I make an amateur mistake? Can Todd look at 0x for me as well? Well, I guess we're heading to you, Todd. What do you say to that? I think Zachary Moore, is this the Zach Moore, my old roommate? Because if it is you, that is hilarious. And I'm assuming it's you by saying we're the sexy beasts.
He's talking about you. This is, first of all, this is Dragon Chain BTC. Not much to say here. I mean, we're down here to support, but you would think we'd be acting a little bit better here. So I don't have much to add there. And here's ZRX USD, another one pretty weak in February, but acting a little bit better here off the lows. So once again, I would think a triangle. Hopefully we can continue higher here. I'd hate to see 29 cents giveaway probably, but we still like ZRX here on the channel. So.
And what do you think about BTC? If he sold at 4,800, do you think he's going to have another opportunity down there, or do you look at somewhere up here to kind of cut your losses and look to ride another wave, or maybe you can make a trade to get some of that Bitcoin back? Or would you tell him just be patient?
I mean, I was looking for a pullback maybe to 4,700 somewhere. That would make sense. So probably here I'd have to be patient, because somewhere here we're going to make some type of top, I would think. So well, that's tough. I mean, I'm so bullish longer term. Hard to say be patient, but I think I probably would here. 4,800 is not too far away.
Get yourself a wrench, Zachary Moore. Get yourself a wrench. You'll be cool like Brandon Fuller and Carey and all these guys now. All right, on to this last news article of the day. On to the last news article before we go over it. YouTube homepage, here we are. Interview. You guys may have missed it. We did it on a Friday. We never do videos on Friday, but we did one with none other than Thomas Lee from Fundstrat. It's about a 20-minute video, high level, discussing algorithms and the fair market value for Bitcoin. Needless to say, Bitcoin's undervalued at this price for various metrics that we apply to traditional markets, trying to apply those metrics to crypto markets. We'll see how it plays out. Watch that 20-minute video. A lot of education on Wyckoff, Elliott Wave, and the algorithms that Fundstrat uses for its retail and institutional investors.
I do like Tom Lee.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are liking it. 1.5K or 1.6K views already. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It is worth your 19 minutes. I promise you that. And then we got all these other great interviews as well. Binance CEO CZ orders are at all-time high. What does that mean? Everything is up according to CZ, the CEO of Binance. In a recent interview with CNBC Crypto Trader, he discussed what's happening at Binance and how crypto is recovering following the recent price spike. I wonder if that all-time high in orders includes or excludes trading bots, because I do know some of that is occurring on a lot of these exchanges. Money on the sidelines. Having acknowledged that the recent jump in prices led to an increased interest in crypto, CZ went on to say, quote, "The results show that basically the fact that the price can go up so quickly means that there were actually a lot of money waiting to buy Bitcoin." We had this discussion with Thomas Lee as well. The fact that the price can go up so quickly means all those money were ready, which basically means that people still have a lot of confidence in this growing industry. Further supporting the idea that the recent price spike may be the beginning of a new bull market, CZ announced that, quote, "We see more stable deposits in the last few days, for sure, stablecoin deposits. And not only that, but the trading volume per transaction, the number of transactions, the number of orders people are submitting are all at an all-time high. We are actually seeing more orders today than we were at Bitcoin 20,000 in January 2018. Put that in perspective, guys. We just need to get more users, more fresh fiat, and we see how quickly things can move up in this ecosystem. It's a good sign that there are more orders now than there were during the last bull market. In order to achieve new all-time highs, each cycle requires a higher investment than the previous one. If Bitcoin is going to hit $200,000, holy cow, like many think it could, then it's going to require more orders and fresh money than ever before. That's why it's fantastic to see the groundwork being laid now. Finally, CZ ended the interview by stating, quote, "Every piece of data we have is going up right now. That's good news for the crypto market and everyone invested in it. It's proof that Bitcoin and crypto are alive and well, and that the better days everyone has been waiting for may not be too far off ahead."
And with that in mind, bring me back the screen because I want to make sure everyone knows that CME Bitcoin futures had a record-setting week, 20% above prior records. So I think that shows the institutions are trying to buy. That's no different than S&P futures. Everybody runs to the futures to get positions on quickly. So that's the way to get long Bitcoin if you're an institution, because there'll be offers there that they can take quickly versus trying to go to these exchanges and buying a little bit of offers here and there. So I think that's pretty big news there. I know other channels were saying what the CBOT was closing theirs, that was bearish, etc. No, it's because the CME kicked their ass. That's why.
Yep.
And then EVX, somebody asked about that. Interesting chart, doing nothing until you get this big 30 to $1.70. And now you've had an ABC pullback. So I don't know this one, but that chart's looks good. I'd have no problem taking some risk here and buying it.
If you bought it there, would you run a really tight stop on that?
Probably not. Jet, what's up?
Show me the money.
Holy moly. Everybody is just feeling good today. We usually get super chats on the green days, or I mean, I know we've been making some great trades for you guys, but
I'm getting a fillet tonight.
Usually not on the break even days. So shout out to you guys. Jet, $12 super chat. What is the best altcoins to hodl? Like I said, I am going to have that video of a set portfolio that I think you need to have. Now, when I talk about the portfolio, it's going to be about an all-encompassing portfolio, meaning it touches all sectors. You got your truly decentralized cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Digibyte. Digibyte is an altcoin that I say you should accumulate at these lows. It's really one that's been very weak. If you believe in the fact that it's 5 years old, it's the longest UTXO, and it does have a lot of tech behind it, then at some point it should see a rally as well. High inflation rate, high token supply, with some misunderstanding because it doesn't quite have the major liquidity pools with Binance and Coinbase have lagged that price, but I believe it is one that is going to see its day once again and probably will be around for the long haul in this ecosystem. I also like Horizon. Horizon near lows on its chart. You have an opportunity with passive income if you have 42 Zen or if you have 500 Zen. So if you're a small dollar investor, you can get a Zen secure node. If you're a high dollar investor, you can get a Zen super node. Put it on the network, forget about it, get that passive income. If you come in hard times, sell off all the rewards you had for Bitcoin or dollars, and that way you're still in the game for cryptocurrencies. I like ADA a lot for the long term, EOS. And if you want to look at some smaller crypto projects, Basic Attention Token is falling back into my range. I said be patient on that when it was running to highs. Buy it when it comes back down to 5,300 sats. We are right in that range once again. It is a working product with a user base that's only going to increase adoption. And I think you're going to have some nice upside targets. Currently sitting around 29 cents. Easily this thing could 4, 5, 10x during the next bull market. And then let's keep scrolling here. What else do I like? Icon ICX and the trifecta of Icon ICX, WAN Chain, and Aeon. These are ones that have had some nice price action. They're kind of lagging these past few days, but I think that those are solid altcoins with solid teams behind them and that you should maybe take a look and get involved. If you have more questions yet, you have a personal line with me on Telegram. We can kind of take a look at your portfolio and I can help you along the way as you are a longtime subscriber and you always are giving us some super chat. So I'll make sure that $12 is worthwhile and maybe help diversify your portfolio and help you get some passive income going, as well as I know you're mining cryptocurrencies as well, so I need to help you get that started too.
I'm going to go over a couple more here, and then we're going to be cutting it short probably. This is ADA, USDT. We've liked ADA. Said it would probably come alive, and then this is a spring and an uptrend. There's some Wyckoff people, that's only trades they take. So I think ADA probably continues higher. And then we went over this before, THETA. This is Elliott Wave more than anything. And then also spring and an uptrend here. So we've been on this one. I gave a buy. I said to buy it when it breaks the 11 cents. Give you the chance to do that here or here. So I think that one resolves to the upside again. That's everything I think everyone's been asking for. We are good.
Good to go.
BAT BTC, let's bring that up for the big cheesy. BAT USDT. That one still looks, another triangle look like. So I would think BAT continues higher as well.
And then go to BAT BTC. Do you got that one?
No.
Oh.
I can go to it, but you know me, I don't care much about it. Hold on, where'd that go? Well, let's not do that. With all these super chats, you need to have more shows each week.
Right.
You might be right.
No shit. Hey, we were doing 4 days a week strong, even in the bear market. Things kind of slowed down as we have the Patreon and Discord now. So for those of you who want us each and every day, 24 hours a day, I would say go to patreon.com/learncrypto. Am I shilling something that costs money? Yes, I kind of am. But, it's $1 a day, and we can answer as many questions as you want. Whether we can make it online or not, one of us will be in Discord to answer a question, throw in charts. And there are a lot of other individuals who have their favorite projects, so really keep the community up to date, like Johnny M. Cool with EOS. We got Brando and Lammy J in there with XRP and others. So a lot of good information. And, it's $1 a day. We do giveaways. We do Patreon-only live shows. So if you want more of us, we are going to try to do live shows and recording videos more again now that the market's starting to turn around. But really, that's the easiest way to get us. Also, follow us on Twitter. That's completely free. We throw a bunch of information on Twitter. We let
Follow
you guys
me on Twitter.
Yeah.
That's what he meant.
We let you guys know when we're going live on there before we do, so that way you don't miss any shows and you can get your questions in. All of our websites and Twitter handles are right here at the bottom of this screen. So check them out. Follow us. And let's continue to triple those bags and learn and educate each other here in this crypto ecosystem.
And I do get some stock trades on there as well. So if you got a Schwab account, I could manage your stock portfolio for you as well.
There you go.
But at a cheaper price than that crypto.
Todd Moles says Asia is buying. Asia is just waking up. I think it's like 7 a.m. over there. If they want to buy, they'll buy. I know when the first price spike happened in Bitcoin, we rallied up, we started to consolidate, Asia woke up, and boom, went for another one. So they do that over there.
Actually, bring me back. I'm going to do the BAT BTC because we did have resistance here on the BAT BTC. We're backing up to it. We had showed this one before because this one jumped up and backed up to it as well. So I would like BAT here all around.
And this is right in around that 5,300 level I've been saying to wait for, coming back off the highs there. So let's dig a little deeper, see if there's some more news and fundamentals that are going to drive that thing higher along with the TA. And I think even if you get in here and it continues a little lower, it's still a low-risk project for the long term with a working product and a working user base. And I think some of you guys are probably watching us on the Brave browser, so shout out to you. If you don't have the Brave browser, we do have a link in the description below to get signed up. I think we get $5 worth of BAT tokens down there, so we'll continue to do giveaways and give away crypto for you guys as well.
And I tell you what, if you're really, everyone, I've shown the Litecoin triangle, so I'm not going to be able to do that. What I wanted to show is this could be an upward slanting triangle. So it's going to lead much higher if Litecoin and these things come alive here. So if that's the case, this thing could have a move. I think, Bitcoin could have a move to 5,800 plus quickly if we can get back above this 5,400 level that we did earlier today. I would think there's going to be a mad rush again by institutions. So we shall see.
Todd Moles says April 24th is the day that BAT begins its launch sequence. Better get in while the getting's good. There you go. Well, Wyckoff says it's a good time. I said this is the price target I had when it was at the all-time highs. And you guys do know we've done pretty well here on BAT with swing trades with the Coinbase Pro and Coinbase.com listings with the guy who bet me 10,000 bets. Well, I won that bet because I only take bets I know I can win. And then maybe here once again, the BAT call will be right on point.
You guys, I'm going to see if my disclaimer will work real quick. Hold on. And no.
There is a high degree of risk involved in trading cryptocurrencies. Our thoughts and ideas are for entertainment purposes only. Please consult your personal advisor or do your own research. Past results are not indicative of future returns.
There we go. There we go. One last thing. This is the overview of the event. Pretty cool setting. And no, this is not our Lambo. They actually, as part of the event, they had to take a picture with the Lambo, and you got to make a donation to charity for getting the picture. So pretty cool there.
Cool.
Yeah, just want to let you know, because a lot of people are like, oh, buying Lambos, selling your RPD already? No, that is, we actually had pictures taken, and you had to make a donation to charity. It was a 100% charitable organization and event. There we go. Drain the Swamp 2.0 says ADA, the only power play out there. Hey, this thing's been rocking and rolling since we've been saying to accumulate it. And I think it'll continue rolling at least until April 15th or whenever the IOHK Summit is. And then depending on the wording, listen closely, depending on the way that Charles Hoskinson words the major news pertaining to staking on the network, that's going to decide whether the thing has a little bit of a dump or continues to rock and roll even higher. If it is staking for everyone, maybe you just need 10,000 ADA, for example, to stake on the network. I think people are going to flood the exchanges to get that minimum requirement. But if they introduce some kind of node structure like EOS, then I think you may see a dump as the retail investor that has been accumulating, hoping for staking, may want to lighten up their bags here off this major rally.
Super node.
There it is. Shout out again to all the super chats. Awesome, guys. Appreciate it. Make sure to ask questions when you give us super chats. Shout out number one, the number one fan right now, Brandon Fuller, along with him getting his XRP advertisement with him giving another super chat tonight. I guess we got to leave these XRP logos up for another live show. What do you think,
Right,
Todd?
we're selling microphone.
Microphone advertisement. There you go, Brandon Fuller. XRP is king according to Brandon, and it's going to be king of Learn Crypto, at least for another episode. I guess there's no last questions. Any last words over there, Todd? What do they need to buy today?
I'm rich, bitch!
Just be rich right now. That's what it's all about. Make sure to like this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Watch the Thomas Lee video and leave a comment in the comment section below with your Rapids RPD wallet address and Telegram tip bot handle for your chance to win some free cryptocurrencies just for sitting here learning and watching with us at Learn Crypto and us giving away all these great trades. It's a win-win for you. Hope to see you next time, maybe tomorrow night at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. So keep an eye out for our tweet, and we'll see you guys in Discord and Patreon later tonight as well. Until next time, stay tuned for your daily updates right here at Learn Crypto. I was waiting for Todd. You were going to say something. What was it?
I've got balls of steel.
That's all I got to say.
Peace out, guys.
Peace out.
I love each and every one of you. Well, shout out to all the new people in here. Maybe you'll get your wrench soon enough if you keep coming back. FN Based, I'm talking to you.
Hey, stay positive, pal. Most people, when they lose, they whine and quit. But you got to be there for the turns. Everybody's got good luck. Everybody's got bad luck. Don't run when you lose.
Play hard, play clean. Be careful out there.
We'll see you all again. Sleep tight.